This isn't going to be my usual video. No Nintendo news, no gaming commentary. Yesterday, we laid my grandmother to rest, and today, I want to talk about her. She wasn't a content creator, she wasn't a gamer, but she was one of the biggest inspirations in my life. Her love and encouragement are part of every video I've ever made. What she gave me, belief, creativity, and joy, has never left, and it never will. So, this is a tribute to her, to the woman who told me, long before I ever hit record, that I could do anything. I was 9 years old the summer we first brought our NES to Grandma's house. Me, my brothers, and our cousins had stayed with her before, but this time was different. This time, we came armed, with a console that had completely taken over our brains. From the moment we plugged it in, her living room transformed into our gaming headquarters. We talked non-stop about secret levels, hidden power-ups, and Nintendo tricks, probably to the point of exhausting her, but Grandma listened. And one afternoon, maybe because of our not-so-subtle hints, or just because she could tell how much it meant to us, she loaded us into the car and took us to the local video rental store. It was freezing inside, a blast of relief from the Arkansas heat. The shelves were packed with NES games, all with the wild, colorful covers begging for attention. I don't remember who made the final pick, but we left with Bobble. Back at the house, we booted it up and got locked in. Bub and Bob, our bubble-blowing dinosaur heroes, bouncing through pastel levels, trapping enemies and popping them for fruit, cake, and diamonds. It was chaos, and we loved every second. We passed the controller one life at a time, yelling out tips, freaking out when someone accidentally let an enemy loose. And then, Grandma surprised us. "Can I play?" We handed her the controller and gave her the basics. Jump, blow bubbles, don't let the bad guys touch you. She tried her best, but she took too long on the level, and then it happened. The screen flashed, the music changed. Baron von Blubba appeared. He's this ghostly, invincible skull monster who shows up when you take too long, and he does not mess around. We started yelling, "Run, Grandma! That's Baron von Blubba!" She had no idea what was happening, just giggling as his creepy skull floated straight at her. And then, game over. She handed back the controller, still laughing, and said, "Keep going. You can beat it." That moment became a tradition. Every summer we brought the NES. Every summer she took us to rent a game. Some picks were classics. Others, like Friday the 13th, were just hilariously awful, but the games didn't matter. What mattered was that Grandma cared about what we loved. She paid attention. She joined in. And because she took it seriously, I did too. Grandma didn't just encourage us when it came to video games. She encouraged us in everything. For me, that meant basketball. As a kid, I was obsessed with the Arkansas Razorbacks. I'd picture myself suiting up in Fayetteville, running onto the court, the crowd on its feet as I hit a game winner. In my mind, it wasn't a fantasy. It was the future. I believed it. But not everyone else did. My parents weren't convinced. My siblings gave me that "yeah, okay" look. My friends, they joked about it all the time. Even at Christmas gatherings, my uncles would rib me about it, teasing, making cracks. But Grandma never let it slide. She'd step in, right there in front of everyone, and say, "Y'all hush up. He's going to play for the Razorbacks one day." And if they pushed back, she'd wag her finger and threaten to bop them on the head, half kidding, but dead serious. She had my back, always. And when someone believes in you that boldly, that publicly, it plants something deep inside. The truth is, I never played for the Razorbacks. That dream never came true. But what Grandma gave me was something even more important. The belief that I could chase big dreams, no matter what anyone else said. Dreams are fragile. They can break under doubt, or they can rise on belief. And Grandma, she made mine rise. Even when reality set in, her voice stuck with me. That belief wasn't just encouragement, it was armor. Because once you've had someone like her fight for your dreams out loud, you start learning how to fight for them yourself. Grandma didn't just believe in my dreams, she knew how to take anyone's dreams and turn them into something bigger. And nowhere was that clearer than every summer at Woodman of the World Camp in Clinton, Arkansas. Now, this wasn't just camp for the sake of fun. This was war, a full blown point based lodge versus lodge competition. Each group represented their city, and every event basketball, swimming, archery, you name it awarded points for finishing in the top three. We were always in the running when it came to the physical competitions, but where we dominated was the talent show, and that was 100% thanks to Grandma. She didn't just encourage us, she directed us. Rehearsals, choreography, homemade costumes. She had vision, and her lodge always brought the house down. My first year, she cooked up a skit based on the California Raisins commercial. The one where the raisins dance across the table, point at the junk food, and the unhealthy snacks collapse. She turned trash bags into raisin suits by stuffing them with newspaper. She handed out cool sunshades and taught the dance, complete with a raisin conga line. And when it came time for the raisins to point, bam! The junk food characters dropped, one by one. I played a stick of gum. And let me tell you, I nailed falling down. The crowd went wild. The raisins marched through the audience while the music blasted. It was camp chaos in the best way possible. And of course, we won. Every year after that, it was more of the same. Brilliant skits, unforgettable moments. One year, she encouraged me and a few cousins to put together a little band arrangement. I played the trumpet, and no matter what else we did, Grandma always had a killer skit ready to finish the show. But the one that lives rent-free in my head, the Are You Naked skit. That year, my younger brother had spent the whole week yelling that line from the Ray Stevens song The Streak. Are you naked? He said it so much that by the end, the entire camp was repeating it. So what did Grandma do? She turned it into comedy gold. She cast 2 female campers dressed nicely and 1 girl in just a towel. And my brother, now hoarse from shouting all week, as the interviewer on the street. The first girl walked up and asked, Hey, where did you get that outfit? She answered, JCPenney's. The second girl walked by. He said, Hey, where did you get that outfit? She answered, JCPenney's. Then the towel-wrapped girl walked up. Hey, who are you? She goes, JCPenney. And just when you thought that was the punchline, Grandma added one more line. My brother leaned in and shouted, Are you naked? The place exploded. Biggest laugh I've ever heard. The entire building of campers erupted, screaming laughter, people practically falling out of their chairs. And of course, we won again. Took home top lodge. That was Grandma. Full of ideas, full of fun, and totally fearless when it came to making memories. And that creative spark she had, it lives in me. It's why I tell stories. It's why I create videos. Because she showed me that with a little imagination, you can turn a summer camp into a stage, and a moment into a legacy. The talent shows ended. The summers passed, but her influence never did. Because Grandma wasn't just shaping performances, she was shaping me. And that followed me into every job, every experiment, every crazy idea I've ever tried. And I've tried a lot of things in my life. Retail, delivery driving, fast food, reselling on eBay, printing shops, chandelier cleaning, way harder than it sounds, by the way, content creation, even considered massage therapy once. When I told my family that I wanted to be a massage therapist, I was laughed at and mocked. Someone from the family even anonymously mailed me clippings from massage therapy classified ads just to rub it in, pun intended. But Grandma didn't. She stayed curious, asked questions, wanted to know how it worked. She didn't even flinch. She just encouraged me like it was the most natural thing in the world. That's how she always was. If I tried something, anything, she rooted for me. She wasn't loud about it. She didn't brag. But she made sure I knew she believed in me, even when I didn't fully believe in myself. And that belief, it stuck. It followed me from job to job, idea to idea, from childhood to adulthood, from NES games to YouTube scripts. Because when you grow up with someone who's always in your corner, who listens, supports, and believes, you learn to keep trying. You learn that quitting too soon might mean missing out on something great. And when things feel tough, you hear her voice. Keep going. You can beat it. Her influence shaped me in more ways than I can count. But what made it even more powerful was the bond we shared, a connection that never broke, no matter the distance or time. I didn't see her as often as I should have. Life, distance, laziness, there's always a reason. But even with that space, our bond never weakened. Just last year, we spoke on many occasions. She even donated money to the St. Jude charity streams I host on my YouTube channel. She looked so excited and happy to support me, and especially the children helped at St. Jude. We had a bond and connection that was never broken and was always there no matter how long it had been since we'd last spoken. No fights, no tension, no bitterness, just love, just belief, just joy. And that love, it's still here. It's here in every story I tell, every creative risk I take, every video I share with the world. She gave me courage. She gave me creativity. She gave me belief in myself and in the power of trying. So this video is for her, for Grandma. And the truth is, everything I make, everything I try will always be. I love you, Grandma. Thank you for everything. If you've had someone like that in your life, honor them, call them, share this with them. And if you haven't, let me be the first to say, I believe in you.